Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back away with some more 1212 AD action for you today. And we have another glorious historical battle here. As you can see, the HRE showing their shields off proudly are preparing for a glorious siege battle here as we are recreating the sack of Rome from 1527. And the breach has been opened up here. I actually think escalation is like way up, so I think that some breaches already were pre-made for them, which I'm not so sure about. But we do have the papacy here defending inside, and they are going to fight for the city, for their lives. This historical, well, it's not really a battle as such, it's more of a sack. There wasn't really exactly a battle, but I guess there's a bit of resistance put up by, famously, the Swiss Guard of Clement VII, who was eventually captured by the unhappy HRE army, which hadn't really been paid for about a year in its campaign in Italy, fighting against the French. They had famously beaten the French at the Battle of Pavia like the year earlier, and yeah, they hadn't been paid, so they went and decided to sack Rome because they knew there was a lot of loot there, with it being the seat of the Vatican. So yeah, we're going to see a pretty cool scenario here. We do have German troops with the Spanish, because I mean the HRE at this point was a well, a European coalition really, as Charles V was Emperor, King of Spain, and well, Brabant as well. He's like Duke of Burgundy, King of Spain, Aragon, Holy Roman Emperor. He was by far and away the most powerful man in Europe at this point in time. And we do have the French at this one as well. I don't know why the French are actually inside the city. I thought they were going to be maybe outside the city, because there was actually a reinforcement army coming that was relatively nearby. But it seems like they're going to be defending inside in this one. Maybe they just decided they couldn't be asked to bother to set that up. I don't know. But a lot of the troops here are sort of like militia sort of troops. We've got ribolds here, and like light. I don't know why the French armies are like all militia. I feel like they could be a bit more of an elite army. They've got some halberdiers, the communes here. We've got Spadaccini over here. All tier 3 stuff in this one because it is obviously 1527. So for 1212 AD, quite late in this period, we have got some shock back here. So there are some decent units, more like spears as well. I haven't seen any Swiss pikes, which I imagine there are somewhere. But we'll see where. Oh, they're right at the back. I see. They're famously here. Yeah, Swiss pikes, and we got the Swiss halberdiers as well. So yeah, all the Swiss guard there defending. We got some papal sergeants as well, by the looks of it. And yeah, here is the Pope himself. He's ready to defend. Not looking very papal, but yeah, very excellent, very nice. So yes, if you're enjoying 1212 AD and would like to see some more, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. It does look like as well the HRE is already through this choke point over here. Sergeants fighting against some of the Spadaccini down here, and they will take these guys on. And if you've got any 1212 AD replays that you think, you know what, I want to send that one in, or you want to get involved in some of these historical scenarios, then feel free to join my Discord. The link is down below in the description of this video, as always. It is going to be a glorious one, I can already tell. Yeah, these sergeants here, they're cleaning through these guys. I mean, they're medium melee infantry up against, yeah, like light melee infantry. It's just not even a fair fight, really, that one there. Pavi's here, going to be going in again. So looks like some Spadaccini. I think that's generally what they got. Spadaccini and these light spears, these Lanciari. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, you guys seem to have been enjoying the historical scenarios recently. I mean, Manzikert 1, you seem to really love. Do let me know if there's any sort of historical battles that you would like to see. In the comments, I've got a bit of a list. I certainly like the Battle of the Ice. It would be quite a cool one to do. I'd like to obviously check out the Teutonics once again. And there's definitely like some cool. There's a cool submod that's like has the Kingdom of Heaven units for Jerusalem, which would be quite cool to do. So we could do like some more like Crusader battles, which always you guys seem to enjoy. Yeah, we've got lots of stuff over here. Actually, up to some gunners as well. Some light gunners here ready to go. But seems like on this side here, the Spanish, the Castilians here, they're being a bit more patient. I think it's 2 HRE armies, and they're assaulting straight through the center here, and it's the Spanish armies on the flanks. We've got an Aragonese one and a Castilian one, I guess, just to keep it fresh. But I think it was like a lot of the Landsknecht sort of like units that, like the German mercenaries that did the rebellion. I think the Spanish probably were also involved in it, but I think yeah, it was the huge amounts of German mercs that Charles V hired that did most of the sacking. And obviously then, yeah, the Pope was captured in this battle. And then, I mean, that led to a whole lot of other, like, actions happening in Europe. I mean, like, you then got Henry VIII breaking away from the church in Rome and making his own church in England. Mainly because he couldn't get a divorce from, funnily enough, Charles V's aunt. So, because obviously he was imprisoned by Charles V, Charles wouldn't allow it. So the Henry just went, screw it, I'm going to make my own church. Got some Arbalestriers up here. They're firing down into the Bulgars down here. These guys just getting shot at quite easily. But yeah, I don't know if we should. They should have had the escalation on, really, because yeah, it's up to 72 now. Jeez, yeah, minus 13 morale and melee attack and melee defense. That's going to do a huge amount of damage, really. I mean, it kind of helps, like, for morale sense, because like it was just militia and then just like some Swiss guardsmen. It's not like the papacy actually had a standing army. It looks like they're going to scare off a couple of these units, these peons. Yeah, I mean, the Spanish units are like tier 3. They don't have very good infantry. They have lights themselves. So it's actually going to be a little bit easier, I guess, for the French maybe to deal with these Spaniards. They are actually side out as well over here. Got some Pavis levies over here. They're siding out, fighting for this bridge. But yeah, so I don't know yet if they should have had the escalation on, because it's not like Rome was really like badly damaged. They just kind of sacked it. I don't really know. I mean, I guess it just wasn't well defended. The walls probably weren't very intact. Maybe they were aging from the Roman periods, like the Aurelian ones. I'm not really sure what the state of the walls was, but I feel like I mean, this is a 4v3 as well, so I feel like already numbers way in the favour of the attackers. They could have at least given the defenders the walls intact. Spadaccini here getting surrounded. They're going to die in a minute. Then once they're dead, it looks like the HRE has sort of taken a foothold here in this early spot, like in this early area here. Looks like there's more papacy troops rushing across, but I don't think it's going to matter. This is the cool pike unit. I think this is the new pike unit here. Oh no, Landsknecht? No, I don't know. Maybe they've just been reskinned, but they look really cool. These are basically like the mercs at the time that were rebelling, like the Landsknecht, I believe, if I'm correct. And Spadaccini, they're holding on longer than I thought. They've been wavering a little while, losing decisively. And it looks like over on this side as well, Castile is about to go in. I don't know why he pushed up his towers, maybe to protect his infantry. But we've now got his Rodaleros going in. They actually are medium. They might actually do a little bit better, but then they actually kind of look like conquistadors. We'll see. I'll show you in a moment, or you might be able to see already. Okay, these guys just give off a very good conquistador sort of like look, which I guess kind of makes sense, because at this point in time, like, they are sort of doing some conquistas. I don't know if that's actually a word. Well, conquistas, conquest. I don't know. You know, they're doing that sort of stuff in South America at this point in time. And we have obviously the map of Rome here, the vanilla map, so which is pretty accurate to, I guess, what Rome would have looked like at the time. Maybe just larger, but I don't know. Maybe not. It might have probably diminished in size by this point. It's not the center of the world anymore. I mean, it's the center of religion, but I wouldn't have said it was the center of the world at this point. Like, Constantinople is obviously huge at this point. And Paris is pretty big. London. Spadaccini, they're breaking. They're going to try. I thought they were going to just retreat. I honestly feel like they should just start retreating some more men. They don't need guys up here. It's not worth it. These crossbows, by the way, need to pull a shift off. They need to get some good flanking shots. Again, it's the same story over here. Spadaccini fighting against the sergeants. It's going to be a tough fight for them. these Ballistari, they need to get moving. They need to start firing. Seems like they're holding the Spanish, though, at the breach point a lot more effectively. I don't know if they actually had any artillery. Well, they did. They had, like, culverines over here. I don't know why the Spanish put it there. They might need it on their own side to try and break through. But a lot of wavering is going on here by the Spanish and, sorry, by the French and by the Papal States. So that might just have helped out a little bit. They might be able to get a gap and flank around now. You can see over here, there's literally no defenders really defending here now. That'll be easy game. The crossbows up here, though, these Arbalestriers, probably gunning down these peons. Yeah, they are. I can already tell. But here they come through the gate. And they're going to storm this shield wall and try and do their damage here. In they go. Cut them down, boys. Yeah, the arrows coming. I mean, I guess, is there not oil in these? Yeah, I guess gate damaged. Maybe that means that there's no oil. I really don't know. Yeah, they're just storming on through. And actually, the peons are losing that. So, good on the French there, winning that fight. This obviously is a major issue, though, here. The HRE, they are, yeah, very much inside the city at this point. And I think, yeah, the Spadaccini are broken. There's another unit here that they've got to get through, but the pikes are doing incredible work right now. They are killing a lot. The pikes are making the difference. They haven't got really... they got stuff to respond to that, but the papacy is leaving it really far back right now. They're just keeping it all the way back here, which I guess makes sense. They kind of like defended the fortress in Rome, which isn't here, actually. It's like... and it had like a secret tunnel from the Vatican all the way to the fortress, but... I think that... And I think this, the Pope did use it to try and escape. But I think that then the city, like the fortress was then stormed itself as well. Do correct me if I'm wrong. I actually don't really know a lot about the sack of Rome. I just obviously know it's kind of very, very important. Also, 16th century, like Renaissance sort of period, is not my forte, that's for sure. But there you go, more Spadaccini broken. The Rodoleros, those conquistadors, are just storming on through. Next unit actually could be some Ballistari if they don't get out of there soon. We have some pole arms over here that also look like they're about to get committed and thrown in. There's another one guarding this gate. Looks like we have got Rodoleros with a ram coming up, but I don't know if that's going to be needed. Oh no, this gatehouse is actually one of the few not destroyed. Okay. I mean, if this culverine over here wanted to, it could just start shelling these fort walls, do some damage. 92%, I mean 83%. Yeah, there's a lot of wall you could bring down, to be honest. Crossbows and gunners waiting outside. But yeah, look at this horde of Rodoleros. I think they're going to rush onto the wall, try and catch these Ballistari, but we'll see what they do in a moment. Shock infantry in over on this side over here, now joining the fight. Dismounted Imperial Ritter being thrown in. It looks like they're going to try and break through these Spadaccini. Won't be too hard. It'll be like a knife going through butter. Oh, this is the new unit that I'm thinking of. The Doppelsoldner Helmbarten. It's like the newest unit that the HRE got when they had their rework. It's a very elite polearm unit. The most expensive, most elite unit. Keep poking away, boys. Poke, poke. Yeah, that's Spadaccini. They're starting to die. And once this one breaks, they are going to be able to flank around, and yeah, that's just all sort of trouble. I honestly think get the remaining troops beyond these bridges. That's what they need to do. Again, here, I mean, they're actually beating the polearms, which is not sorry, the pikes of the polearms, which is good to see. But these crossbows up here, these Ballistari, of the these of Aragon, they'll probably get some easy kills. You can sort of see the angle that they're trying to use there. They're going to carry on the fight there. I mean, they're going to lose eventually, but they seem like they're going to inflict a decent amount of damage on these Landsknecht here, which is good to see. And the swords on the walls, I imagine that lights against lights. Well, I guess. Oh, that's tier 1. Why is that there? I don't know. Maybe a mistake in that unit being brought. I don't know. But yeah, tier 1 peons are definitely going to get beaten by tier 3 lights. That's absolutely definite. Getting over here, we got some mediums. Oh, excellent. So we actually have some slightly better infantry. Good to see. They actually might be able to do some damage then. Hold their own against the Sergeant Horde that is the HRE. This unit does look awesome. I'm not going to lie. It's just such a cool, bright period at this point. Keep poking away, boys. I think they're trying to flank, but I'm really not sure. These Balasari should just start shooting into the flank of these guys. Or they into the back. It's easy kills right now for them. Oh, but actually, it's not going to last for long because it's Imperial Ritter, yeah, breaking through. It looks like the defense over here has been broken through. We've got a polearm here ready to go for the French. Which, honestly, for a moment, I had forgotten we're actually here. And that Imperial Ritter might struggle to get through that. That polearm is a bit more of a substantial force. Again, crossbows trying to get out of here. They might just about do it. These peons here. Again, another tier 1. I think it must have been a mistake bringing these tier 1 guys. But maybe I'm wrong. Jeez, Ribold wavering so early here. 142. They need to sort their act out. Sort their act out. I generally think sometimes with what I say and the voice I say it in, I must be going mad. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm doing videos, going slowly mad. Our men are breaking off. These crossbows hopefully can get some more kills before. I mean, they might help rout this unit. The peons, I don't know how I'm not wavering already. Like 65 men. Yeah, the Ribolds here should win this fight, I imagine. Not sure why they're not. Why they're down is losing slightly. It's a mystery to me, but there you go. It looks like this sort of first defense over here has been defeated, and it also looks like the Castilians have been stopped in their tracks mainly just because of polearms. They actually did rout this this crossbow here though, so that's always a bonus. But yeah, the polearms here, they're holding them at bay. Don't know why they haven't brought up any of their own crossbows to just shoot these polearms. They're just free and open to kill. There's plenty of crossbows back here that can do it as well. They are lights. So maybe they're worried that they're going to lose in a duel, but there is 3 units of them. They should be fine. And also they've got gunners, which they could put onto the wall and they could then just start to shoot down. And that would force the polearms to retreat, to be honest. There's not much else they can do. And it also looks like... Are they barricaded in so they can't... Oh no, they can go down the side street here. So that barricade, though it's in an okay position, is not actually great. And they are not off fire at will, which is not good either. I don't know why they don't just defend... where the, like here, where the crossbows are, instead. It'd be much easier. Instead of defending these 2 choke points, defend there. Though, yeah, they could come off here. That's still fine. You still defend 2 different positions, and you get the gunners to support and help kill your kill the enemy. Be well worth it, I think. Looks like over here as well, we've got some important units getting caught, like the crossbows down here. They're getting caught. And over on this side as well, polearms losing to shock infantry. I guess maybe because they're beaten up pretty badly. They were like about 2/3 strong. Maybe the shock infantry got it. I don't really know why. They should have the range over them. Should the polearms. But these are a prime target to take out for the defenders. They need to do this. They won't even stand a chance of winning today's game. I mean, it's unlikely with the numbers. 5,000 against. Well, it's about 11,000 to start with. They've killed 1,000 already, which is not good. They've lost themselves about 3k. Yeah, those are not good odds. Here come the Landsknecht again. They're coming in. And I think that's going to be wraps for this polearm unit here from the French. And it looks like, I mean, if I was now, I'd be calling Code Red. Get everyone out of here.
Run from the enemy. This is shameful.
These peons are desperately chasing them, though. I mean, it looks like the Ribolds are going to just hold their ground. And the peons are going to have to fight through these guys if they want to have a chance to get into those crossbows. I mean, these shock. I don't know what's happening over here, but these shock and pole arms, they need to get moving. They need to take out some stuff. I mean, they can just get into the back of all these crossbows here and cause all sorts of trouble. Looks like the Ribolds are moving up, but they should, like I said, code red, just get everyone back. And this fire's still spreading. My gosh, it's at 79% damage to the city. Incredible. I mean, that's now, yeah, minus 14 morale. I mean, it's not, it's going to just take a couple of, like, kills, and these guys are just going to start to break. It's kind of a shame. Lanciari here, though, and shock infantry. They're waiting, so that's a bit more of a stern defense here. They've got to get through this barricade as well. They could have put a gunner or a crossbow up there, and that would have done a lot of damage. And maybe just stop that bridge from even being used as an assault point, but seems like they're not going to do that. Pole arms against pikes. I mean, looking at previous battles, these pole arms should beat the pikes, but we will see. Looks like gunners have done their work and they've killed off this pole arm here. Or sorry, crossbows done the work. We also have crossbows just up on the wall here that's just not being engaged. These two attackers, look at this, are just here, chilling here. And then the defenders are literally here, and they're both shooting at their own targets. That is actually hilarious. Like, yeah, don't mind us. We'll just stand here. These are heavy crossbows. They're definitely worth shooting at. Oh, sorry, they're definitely worth sending into combat against these peons. And you silence the crossbows, more importantly, which is always useful. But yeah, this pole arm unit, I mean, it's seen better days. It's going to get out of there. I think it might be going to get rear charged here. Or the the crossbows will also just get attacked. One or the other is absolutely fine. The Rodoleros here wishing they were still in South America instead of fighting in the trenches in Spain. Not in Spain, sorry, in Italy.
We are losing our advantage.
So that's from the perspective of the papacy. I don't think they ever had an advantage, to be honest. I mean, the numbers were never in their favour. Yeah, look at this. Look at this horde of HRE troops down here just getting ready. Setting up. There's a lot of red marks on there. A lot of fresh pikes as well. Jeez. I know it's the pike and shot era, but oh my.
The enemy is breaking down one of our barricades.
And I think, yeah, they broke this barricade down, so this is good to go. So well, actually, no, it's 96%. It's nearly broken down, and it's good to go. I don't know where else they've broken down barricades, but it looks like we're also about to see... Oh, no, these barricades... these barricades, they actually screw you over so much. Because they block you in, and then your troops can't get back. You need to keep an eye on where your troops can and cannot go. Because of barricades. And it looks like we're about to see... the Vulgaires just... pin these Ribolds up against that barricade, which is at 60% fire damage. So yeah, escalation even does stuff to the barricades. That is interesting. I never knew that. Got a general here, one of the papacy generals. He's coming forward. I mean, I'd just charge into these peons. You just absolutely annihilate these guys. We've yet to see any sort of cavalry action, so that would certainly be a good option. So there we go. In they go. Cav here's going to go in. Charge him down. And there you go. The Pope is in there engaging, or one of the Pope's generals. Probably not the Pope himself. He's probably an old man. Probably is too old to fight. And too cowardly. But smash him in, boys, with whatever you got. Mace, sword. Oh, more peons coming in. They need to be careful. They don't want to get smothered. And yeah, there's another unit coming this way, a sergeant unit. They don't want to get surrounded and just cut off. And yeah, that would be very unpleasant. We've got the King of France on here, which is, I guess, just the French general, because they haven't actually added just a general's bodyguard for the French. It's very weird. And then we've got Arbalestiers here. No infantry over here to really hold the line for now until the sergeants arrive. So the French sergeants are coming up. So a few that they have now been committed. How do they get across? Oh, I guess maybe the pikes killed these polearms pretty quickly. I was going to say, how do they get across the river so easily? But yeah, that's the reason why. Crossbows here getting caught out. Shock infantry and sergeants going in. They're losing decisively as expected, to be honest. Now the pikes are going to finish their unfinished business. And polearm to death pike to death that polearm unit. That's what I meant to say. It's not what was said, but that's what was meant to be said. They shoot out pretty easily. And then this unit over here, these medium melee, sadly are kind of going to be surrounded in a moment. So that's a shame to see. Because, well, it's one of the more expensive and decent units that they have available. Got peons over here fighting against ribolds. Hold the line, fight for the Pope. We must save him. Give him time to escape. I actually think one of the rules from this game is that if it got to like 40 minutes, I think, then the papacy won, because it was like 40 minutes and the Pope would escape. That's 40 minutes like game time, I think. So we'll see how long there is left. So though they may have overwhelming odds, the papacy, they do have time on their side, sort of. As long as they can just delay the attackers as long as possible. Sergeants there, they are losing. Oh, look at this. This is what I'm saying. You need to get crossbows up on this wall here. Arbalestiers is doing exactly that. They're gunning down these Vulgaires. Maybe impaling those ribolds pretty easily. But they're also getting gunned down themselves. And this is the punishment you get for being a halberdier. You got no missile block chance. So Arbalestiers like that have just easy times. Got some generals, it looks like, moving. Oh, that'll be why. They need to send in their shock infantry. What did they break through? Did they just charge on here? Oh, it's because the Swiss are getting shot at, so they retreated. The Swiss halberdier, or the Swiss polearms, and now they need to send in their shock infantry. Looks like the HRE is pulling through. Don't know if he's doing it on purpose. I think maybe he was targeting this Swiss pike unit, but he's going to lose a lot of men for this. This is going to be easy kills here for the shock infantry. Very nice. The general could probably countercharge these guys, actually, and just annihilate that unit. That's what I'd do. And the crossbows as well could just shoot into the back. And there you go. Yeah, look at that. Down at 80, and they're going to break. We also have the Holy Roman Emperor. Oh, no, not the Holy Roman Emperor. The Spanish general over here. One of the Aragonese ones. Where's the HRE? Gentleman. There he is over there. Look at him. Majestic. And I can't see his counterpart, to be honest, but he's probably somewhere over here. And look at this, they're running for their lives. This is a real state of affairs. So we've got the papacy over here running for their lives. They're actually nearly back at the main cap point. The Swiss are being mobilized, getting ready to defend their Their citadel. This is not a good sign if you're rooting for Team Papacy, which I kind of am as a Pope myself. I kind of have to vote for Team Papacy. Good to see that they're kind of killing off the shock infantry a lot easier though. But it's a shame though that shock infantry fights in like late period are so hard to tell who's who, because it's just plate armor versus plate armor. So if it's Europeans like fighting each other, it's like, I don't know, Varangians versus Byzantines, or the Muslim factions versus Byzantines. Much easier. But they are starting to lose now. I don't know if that's because of pulling through, but there's certainly some serious pulling through going. Well, it seems like certainly serious movement going on there. Maybe they're just moving up. But I think they're pulling through. That shock infantry is, yeah, very much committed. If they could get some rear charges with their cav or something, that would be huge. Oh, that's exactly what the Aragonese are doing instead, and they help rout these sergeants here and these crossbows that were holding the line, and that is sad to see. We've got the Castilian general up here. He looks like he's about to rear charge these pikes. And that actually was not in fact emphatic. It seems like maybe pikes when you charge into the back of them doesn't actually really do that much damage. But this will do damage when they start to chip these guys down, wear away at them.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Yeah, that pike, yeah, those Swiss, even though they're apparently some of the most elite troops in Europe, I don't see it. They're seemingly getting outpositioned and killed easily. Lanciari, they're starting to die. Come on, boys, you're some of the finest troops in Europe. Stab these men to death. That's exactly what they need to start doing. The Swiss here, doing the poking if they need to. And they are going to break these pikes by the looks of it. The Landsknecht, they're really not happy they're getting poked to death. Yeah, definitely there's some serious pulling through on over here. These Lanciari have just broken, and there's already units past them, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. The Castilian general still very much in the fight, fighting one of the other generals down here. I feel like if the Papacy can get an infantry in over here, they should easily win this fight. The speed, it would be ideal. Nope, in fact it's going to be the King's bodyguard that starts to win. And why is that? They probably have like exactly the same stats. Whether one got a better charge off, I don't know. The crossbows again excelling on these walls, just gunning down these sergeants. Yeah, they might be getting routed. I don't know what the damage of the wall is. It's hard to tell, but I'm gonna say pretty substantial. Shock infantry up here has easily dealt with the, I presume this is a medium infantry. Yeah, the medium infantry up there of the Papacy. And now it's really just on to the last stand, it seems. Really, there isn't much left. I mean, what we got? 2,000 against 9,000. It's not exactly the closest, but it's a cool little scenario anyway. And it's not about kills. It's about time. Yeah, they're not going to break through these pikes easily. If you put it like that, they are just actually butchering these troops here. A lot of routing going on. As the second unit coming up, they could just go around them. I don't know why they haven't. Maybe, I don't know, feeling kind on the Swiss there. You can, well, the Papacy actually winning that fight now. Castile is very much losing. Good to see. We need Castile, you know, to lose a general. Maybe that'll affect morale. Maybe, I doubt it'll cause a chain round, but you never know. There's a general over here also getting shot at as well. That's just a bit of hope there from the French that they might do some damage. They could, I guess, charge the King of France into this unit here, at least try and get a charge off and into the pole arms in. But whether that will work, I don't know. They've kind of missed their chance. The Spanish are on their way now with their armies. And it looks like the assault for the... Look at this. Assault for the final position is underway. We've got the Colosseum in the background. It's glorious. Doppelsoldner. Such a cool name. I wonder what it means. It's something soldier, I imagine. People, not people, that's Volks. I don't know. I don't know what Doppel is. I don't know German. It's a funny old language, but there you go. Looks like maybe we're about to see a charge. These guys are getting incredibly close. They're baiting, demanding a charge, really, from the French. Just go in, get a nice, easy charge. But they're not gonna. It's not gonna happen anytime soon. The Landsknecht looks like might be the reason why they're not pushing forward. But I wonder whether just a quick, cheeky little charge. You're gonna lose your general either way, or unless you retreat him. Which by retreating him, I guess you're kind of conceding defeat on this front here. And the Castilian generals actually pull his general out of combat. I hate it when players do this, when they just pull it out of combat. And it's like, dude, just respect the fight. You're gonna lose. And just some people just can't accept losing their general. So, but it looks like he's been caught again. If anything, it's just more damage to his general. He'd be better off just staying in combat. It's like his army's nearly on the way, or it's like some of his troops are nearly on the way. Well, allies' troops. But yep, seems as though Landsknecht not interested. They're going to actually push up these Pavis here. And also the pole arms. Pole arms versus pole arms. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I guess they've seen countless times pikes actually be defeated by pole arms. Still these pikes hold over here, by the way. They've still not flanked around as the HRE. It's not worth it. Not worth just standing here. As time is against you, you must get to the cap point. But yeah, the cap point, I mean, it's not been contested as yet, but... Oh, this is good, though. At least Castile's getting infantry, and he might be able to tie down this this general once... in a moment, anyway. It looks like he's going to be able to tie it down. There you go. Enemy general's dead. Castile is now without a general, so... Again, could do morale damage to the peons over here, but I doubt it. We will see. And it looks like, I was going to say, I actually don't know if these are dismounted Imperial Ritters, and then we have the peons here moving in with, again, those tier 1s. I don't know why they're here. I was like, are these Imperial troops or are they not? I couldn't really tell, but they are in fact. And the swords going in, they're going to try and contest this choke point once more. That shock infantry slicing and dicing. Again, I mean, looks. Oh, I was going to say, finally we're going to see a unit just deal with those pikes, but the sergeants are not dealing with those pikes at all. Looks like the papacy general is going to try and get out of here, and also another assault has taken place over here. I don't know why the defender didn't just defend these two, like between this house, like stretch out his unit, but instead he just left a gap, and it's now going to allow the King of France to get chased down by the HRE general, the Holy Roman Emperor of all people. Oh, and why did he just... Okay. And the Aragonese general charged straight into the halberdiers over here. What a foolish thing to do. Generals or cav generally don't mix with pikes and pole arms, all I'm saying. Looks like he might be spared any embarrassment, though he has routed. He should return.
The enemy have rallied their units.
And this pole almost looks finished as well. But it looks like a couple of generals could be lost here for the papacy. We've got one over here. We've also got... the French general, he's engaged. Just the final third general that's got to go out there and get some kills. And it looks like, I mean, yeah, there's not much in the way of fighting going on. It's a bit down here. It looks like the French general still fighting down here. What's he fighting? Papacy General. Why is the Spanish cab? I mean, I thought the bodyguard was long gone. Apparently not. Apparently not. Maybe it rallied? Oh, I guess it must have rallied, but the general was dead, so it didn't really matter. Get these crossbows at least into combat so you can get your general out, maybe? I don't know. He might actually just be in trouble and trapped now because you can see HRE troops going past the entrance, and that's the only other exit for that general. So yeah, he might be doomed now, in fact. But whether he's got an army left, that's a whole different matter. And now we're about to see the HRE make their final assault. They're pushing up the hill, going for these Swiss pole arms here that are waiting patiently and getting shot at patiently as well. But we'll just fast forward a little bit because this battle's gone on a little while now. It's been a little laggy, which I do apologize. I don't know whether it's number of men or the desolation. I mean, sometimes that does screw with a tiller, but number of men is actually not incredible. It's like 20,000. But yeah, I mean these polearms here, they're doing okay. They're holding the line. I'm surprised that they're doing so well with crossbow fire now coming in as well. Though it is inaccurate, it's obstructed by stuff. So yeah, there you go, losing. So that's just from crossbows alone. These gunners just haven't done anything. These gunners, Sertini, they've done nothing. They need to. I've got them on like walls, like little barricades, and they do some damage. Look at this. The city's still on fire. 81 damage to this city. Yeah, these Swiss infantry over here, they're just getting screwed over. Poor guys. The camera angle here is not the easiest, I won't lie. I do apologize. Trying to negotiate around all these like buildings and the statues that just litter Rome. But it does seem as though the Eternal City here might be about to fall. Hasn't fallen since like 410. Well, maybe a couple of other times when the Lombards turned up. But there you go. We don't mention those. It's been at least 1,000 years since the city has fallen. It's actually still mad to think about, to be fair, actually. It's like it's been 1,000 years since the city had actually, had fallen. That's insane. We're just going to fast forward a little bit just to get through this replay, really. It's nearly at its end, really. It's not like exactly going to be too exciting to see who wins this one with the numbers, and I don't think they've held out for 40 minutes as of yet. They actually are... I think they were like 30 something from what I've estimated. I think they were like 30 something minutes when the battle sort of started. So I think the Pope is still very much in a tunnel somewhere under the Vatican, and he's trying to escape. His papal guards here, the Swiss guards, they're trying to protect him at all costs, delay the onslaught from the imperial troops. But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough today. Got some other random infantry still listed about here. Don't think they're gonna stop the Landsknecht coming in, and they're gonna start poking away on these Ricconieri. Yeah, they're gonna break pretty easily there.
Enemy units have been rallied.
And it looks like the Swiss are going to break through, going to be broken through over here as well. And then once they break through them, I mean, it's pretty easy to then get inside. The general has actually dismounted. The Pope is clearly running for his life. He's got some Sergeant Papali over here. 2 units of those there, going to try and hold their line there. But yeah, that looks like it's going to be the last stand here. A general's broken. I don't know who. Oh, it's these Ricconieri here breaking, I guess. You can see, yeah, the sergeants, the papal sergeants here. They're ready to fight and die for the last man. Does look awesome. Does look very, very cool. And here we go, yeah. The assault up the steps. We actually have a general charging in. What mad lad. The general for the Holy... Oh, no, it's not for the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, is the Holy Roman Empire's general gone in as well? No. Just the general's bodyguard. Oh, no, the Holy Roman Emperor is also in here. Okay, what are you doing, you madman? I can see him as well. He's there with a golden helmet on. What are you doing, sir? If Charles V dies here, that is not a good sign for his empire. And look at that, yeah, I mean, he's going to die. I have a feeling that Charles V might be about to die there. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, maybe they're just like, we got so many men, screw it, throw our generals in.
The men are running.
You can see, look at this. More of the city's still on fire. It might actually get to 100%. I don't know if it's even physically possible. A lot of the city is pretty much burned down by the looks of it. Well, I'll say that, actually. Looking over there, I don't see much in the way of escalation going on. Not much burning going on. But it looks like they're through. They're not moving up, so I don't know what they're doing. They're still allowing the Swiss to come back in. They should have been paying attention. They should have been just like, yeah, screw it. Defend the, like, charge in. The Swiss over here, they're just throwing any men they have left into this choke point, and they're actually winning. They're beating these pole arms and the general. To be fair, pikes, going up here. They're beating the pikes. Pikes going up here, or even pole arms, are going to have a difficult time. And Cav, I don't know why he's sending that up, to be honest. It's a pretty bizarre idea. But yeah, it looks like we'll fast forward to the end of this replay now, and we're just kind of waiting for these choke points to sort of eventually give way. It looks like gunners going in as well, which actually, to be honest, might do more damage to the men of their own men than to anyone else's. And it looks like they're actually just pulling through, which is, again, I'm not sure, like, if I'm a big fan of this, to be honest. Don't pull through. It's not cool. So yeah, the general, the HRE, is pulling through. He might die for that, to be honest. He actually looks like he might be about to waver and break. Yeah, 35 men. That'll be unfortunate. There you go, dead. That serves him right, to be honest. For that Landsknecht, looks like they're going to break. That was all because of the gunners here as well. Those guys, they do a lot of damage to your own morale. So when you have a clear line of sight when you go in, so fights like this, shooting into the back of your own men, it's actually not very good for your army. And yeah, the more Landsknecht here, they're starting to die. But that serves them right. But they've still got some wavering troops over here. But whether they're just going to break through army losses, I don't know. It's 1,000 men left. Still a lot of men. But there's about a minute left of this replay. So we'll just see what happens. They're bringing guns up. Jeez, they've wheeled these culverines, I presume, the whole battle all the way to the front line. Are they just going to shell them? I mean, as soon as they get into contact with an enemy unit, the crew's just going to dismount. As we're about to see now, I think. Yep, you'll see it in a second. They'll just dismount, and they'll get off their cannons. Yep, instantly off them, and they go into combat. So I don't know what his plan there was.
The men are running. Stand and
Maybe just
fight,
shoot the Sergeant Papali? I really don't know. But the Swiss over here look like they're about to get overwhelmed and swarmed.
Our men are wavering.
And yeah, I mean, it's just, I think it's just going to come down to army losses. It looks like the Pope's being sent forward as well, maybe to rally the men to fight for his cause. Brave son of a bitch. He shouldn't be doing this, but he's going out. He's risking his own life. What have we got in here? Oh, we've got Ballistari. I mean, they're not really pulling. I don't know. There's 23 Swiss pole arms there. It's not exactly like
Men run from the enemy.
groundbreaking defense. I don't know why they're not pushing up. They should really just be swarming in, but they're really not on the HRE. So there's a bit of a bizarre one, I won't lie, at the end here. It seemed like it was okay, but whether it's corrupted, I don't really know. It shouldn't be, but I guess that's the risk with 12-12 mods, and just generally, it's could be a bit of dicey at the end, but I don't think they had any sub-mods on, as such. Just had, just the base mods, but who knows? Who bloomin' knows? But yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new on here, and a comment show your support. It really does help out the channel. And if you've got any sort of recommendations that you have for a replay, then do let me know. I'd be more than interested to try and recreate some epic like battles that we haven't done. There's so many like in history that we get to cover. Yeah, there's like a couple of seconds left. We'll just let it run its time. It looks like they're just swarming in. I don't know really what happened at the end here. Oh, we got pole arms and stuff now rushing in. These pole arms are going in. I really don't know. I think it might have corrupted at the end here because I think there was a different ending slightly. Not like the still same result. I think the HRE win. But yeah, close defeat as you can see there. Yeah, that's yeah, we got a bit of corruption going on there. I don't know what happened. I do apologize. But I do hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.